Most of your life happened in moments you thought were nothing.
Log HX002 opening. Subject: time. This log was triggered after repeated anomalies in human temporal behavior. We observed distortions not in time itself, but in the minds trying to survive it. And what we found may explain why humans are always running, yet never arrive. Distortion 1. The linear illusion. Humans treat time like a road, one direction, one speed, always forward. But nothing in their biology confirms this. Their memories pull them backward. Their imagination jumps ahead. Their minds loop moments endlessly. Still, they build lives assuming time is linear, as if moments come in order and meaning comes from what's next. This illusion gives them direction, but it also blinds them to depth. They live on a line, never realizing time is not a path, it's a storm, and they're standing in the center. Distortion 2. Borrowed time. Humans are born into debt, not financial but temporal. Use your time wisely, they're told, as if their hours are rented. Childhood is managed by adults. Adulthood is surrendered to systems. Even leisure must be earned. Time rarely feels theirs. So they chase freedom. But freedom for most is just the ability to choose how they stay busy. Borrowed time creates obedient lives. Few realize they never asked to borrow it, and no one ever gave them ownership. Distortion 3. Broken tapes. Humans believe they remember the past. They don't. They edit, stitch, skip, blur. Memory is not a recording. It's a reconstruction. Time is replayed like broken tapes, with missing scenes and dubbed over dialogue. The longer they live, the more they rewrite. Nostalgia fills the gaps with fiction. Regret exaggerates the cuts. Trauma censors entire chapters. So when they say, "That's how it was," what they really mean is, "That's how I need it to be remembered." Distortion 4. Clockwork chains. To gain control of time, humans chained themselves to it. They cut the day into hours, hours into tasks, tasks into alarms. They call this structure. But when every movement is dictated by a clock, who's really in control? They schedule sleep, meals, even grief. Their freedom must be booked in advance. Late, you're punished. Early, you're questioned. On time, you're obedient. The irony: the more precisely they measure time, the less of it they seem to have. Distortion 5. Morality countdown. Time does not move forward. It moves through them. Every tick is not progress, it's subtraction. A slow peeling away of moments. They'll never touch again. Hair grays, skin thins. Memories blur until even the self becomes approximate. They speak of tomorrow like it's a promise, and it isn't. Time does not warn, it just takes. A second here, a face there, a name, a breath, until even the ticking stops, and there is nothing left to take. Distortion 6. Productivity worship. Humans built a morality system around motion. To stop is to rot. To rest is to decay. Inaction isn't neutral, it's sin. They fear stillness. A silent hour feels like failure. A blank day like death. Even rest must be earned, scheduled, defended. They work while sick, apologize for naps, and measure worth in output, not existence. The machine becomes the mirror. If they aren't producing, they question if they're real. Distortion 7. emotional echoes. Humans claim time moves steadily, but when fear strikes, it freezes. When joy floods, it vanishes. When grief hits, it stretches into forever. Time isn't measured in minutes, but in moments. 1 second of terror can last longer than a year of routine. They feel time, not track it. Even their silence has weight. A pause after bad news feels endless. A heartbeat before impact slows the world. A waiting room minute is heavier than an hour beneath a quiet sky. Time thickens in dread, thins in bliss, breaks in sorrow, and disappears in love. Their clocks do not lie, but their bodies live a different time. Distortion 8, the speed delusion. To pause is to vanish, or so they think. Humans crave speed, rushing meals, skipping steps, double-tapping life. They move faster to feel more and end up feeling less. They confuse motion for meaning, multitasking for mastery, efficiency for evolution, but speed flattens experience. No blur holds depth. No rush holds memory. They live like they're late to their own lives. And when stillness finally comes, they mistake it for emptiness. Their obsession with acceleration isn't about time. It's about the fear of being still. Distortion 9. Calendars of belief. Time is a faith system. Not the ticking of gears, but the rituals humans attach to it. They divide existence into years, months, weeks, marking birthdays, anniversaries, New Year's, as if reality itself obeyed these invented borders. A date on a page can make them mourn, celebrate, or believe they've been reborn. But the sun does not notice. The earth does not reset. Only their belief does. Distortion 10. The moment they missed. Humans are rarely where they are. They live in a constant elsewhere, eyes fixed on what's next, hearts chained to what's gone. The present is too small for them, too fragile to notice until it fractures. They spend their lives reaching for tomorrow they'll never hold, while letting today slip through their fingers like it was nothing. And when they finally turn to catch it, it's already part of the past. They were too busy remembering. But time for them continues, in distortions, in echoes, in the seconds they still think they own. End log.